Vintage door closers can be beautifully made, historically appropriate, and worth rebuilding. They can also be incomplete, incorrectly sized, or impossible to reconcile with the opening. The right question is not, will this closer bolt onto the door? The right question is, can this complete door assembly open, close, latch, and satisfy the governing requirements every day? This lesson gives you a disciplined rebuild versus replace study. Begin with the opening. Record door width, height, thickness, material, and actual weight. Document the hand and swing, hinge or pivot type, top rail geometry, frame head, and whether the closer must mount on the pull side, push side, or in a concealed location. Then record the forces the closer must overcome: latch resistance, gasketing, wind, stack pressure, and air imbalance. Finally, identify the fire, occupancy, accessibility, and automatic operation requirements that apply. Next, identify the old hardware as a system. Photograph every casting mark, label, date code, and spring size mark. Capture the spindle and its orientation, the main arm, forearm, shoe, fasteners, mounting footprint, reveal, door position, and intended opening angle. Inspect for oil leakage, shaft play, cracked castings, and worn joints. A closer body without the correct arm and shoe is not a closer. It is one unidentified part of a geometry problem. Door weight is important, but width creates leverage, and environmental pressure can dominate both. A larger spring may provide the latch power needed for a wide steel door, yet that same spring raises the force a person must overcome. Reducing spring power makes the door easier to open, but can leave it unable to close against gasketing or pressure. Heavy, wide, or exposed doors therefore require an application study and field testing, not a single number copied from a size chart. Accessibility is verified by performance, not by the age or appearance of the closer. The United States Access Board states that a door closer must take at least 5 seconds to move from 90 degrees open to 12 degrees from the latch. Interior hinge doors that are not fire doors have a 5-pound maximum opening force under the ADA standards. Exterior hinged doors and fire doors are treated differently. Confirm the adopted code and authority having jurisdiction, and do not sacrifice required fire door latching. Rebuilding makes sense when the closer is complete, positively identified, and structurally restorable, when its spring capacity and arm geometry suit the opening, and when preserving the historic appearance or existing preparation has real value. A qualified rebuilder should inspect the casting, shaft, seals, valves, spring, and arm joints, then test the finished unit. Rebuilt does not mean cleaned and repainted. It means restored, assembled with the correct components, and proven under load. Choose a modern closer when the spring size is unknown, the arm is missing, parts are unavailable, or the door and reinforcement are already compromised. Replacement is also favored when wind, stack pressure, traffic, accessibility, or automatic operation exceeds what the old mechanism can provide. Allegion reports that LCN's traditional potbelly line was discontinued in 1980 and has no direct modern replacement. That does not make every vintage unit unusable, but it makes identification and parts support decisive. Modern does not mean one rectangular box. An adjustable heavy-duty surface closer is usually easiest to install and service. Track or cam action designs can change the appearance and opening force profile when the geometry allows. Concealed closers preserve sightlines, but only when the door, frame, reinforcement, and access for service are designed together. When low manual opening force conflicts with the force needed to close a difficult opening, a properly specified low-energy operator may be the honest solution. New old stock deserves the same skepticism as used hardware. Seals, lubricants, and gaskets can age while a closer sits untouched on a shelf. Confirm that the arm, shoe, fasteners, cover, and template belong to the same model and generation. Similar-looking parts are not automatically interchangeable. Before drilling a door or promising performance, have the closer inspected and bench tested. A 30-year-old unopened box is an inventory fact, not a performance certificate. A retrofit succeeds or fails at the preparation. Compare the old and proposed templates, mounting footprints, spindle locations, and arm geometry before drilling. Verify reinforcement in the door and frame, top rail and frame head clearances, stop and reveal dimensions, overhead stops, coordinators, and required swing. On a fire-rated assembly, confirm that the preparation and any field modification are permitted. Do not turn an obsolete closer problem into a damaged or non-compliant opening. A useful application package contains 6 things: a dimensioned opening and actual door weight, clear photos of every face, edge, label, and reinforcement, the existing closer, arm, and mounting dimensions, the required swing, hold open, latch, and operating sequence, the wind, pressure, traffic, fire, and accessibility conditions, and the project drawings, finish goal, budget, and service expectations. Those are the governing facts that let a hardware professional compare rebuild, retrofit, concealed, and powered options without guessing. Vintage hardware deserves careful preservation, not wishful installation. Study the opening, identify the complete closer system, verify the governing requirements, and measure performance. Then rebuild when the evidence supports it, or replace when control, compliance, and future service demand a modern solution. For technical door hardware support and current closer options, visit absupply.net.